Hi, my name is Jacques Pretorius, partner at U Capital International. There are many people out there sitting with some money in the bank looking for a safe investment opportunity that offers them a reasonable return better than the bank. People who are not looking to further invest into property or speculate on the stock market. If you're one of those people, the U Capital investment opportunity could be a great way for you to diversify your investment portfolio. To be clear though, we are not financial advisors. You would need to judge the merits of this investment opportunity for yourself. Also, this opportunity does not fit the needs of every investor out there. But if you're sitting with $100,000 to $1 million to invest, and if you have the correct risk appetite, this opportunity could be perfect for you. So what is your risk appetite? Is it high, medium, low, or no risk? If you sit in the no risk profile, it's better for you to leave your money in the bank. Not that that's totally risk-free. At face value, the U Capital investment might seem like a medium to high risk investment, but please give me the opportunity to explain to you why we think this is a low to medium risk investment over the next few videos. I'll be answering some common questions so that you can decide for yourself if this investment is right for you. My brother and I founded the business. My brother's name is Maurice Pretorius. We are ex-South Africans, as you can surely pick up. So our background really is in a family business. We were mentored by my father in South Africa in a business called Maxidor. We grew that business to be one of the top 300 companies in South Africa. And also at one point that business was rated the 21st best company to work for in South Africa, rated by Deloitte & Touche. We employed 300 to 400 people at any point in time, which taught us a lot about people, taught us a lot about businesses in general. We had to manufacture product, we had to sell the product, we had to install the product, so we had to become good at a wide range of business activities. All this background is quite important because it's good to know who you're dealing with, it's good to know who we are. It's important that you Google search us, you Google search myself, Google search my brother. We have a very good reputation in South Africa and in Australia, and fortunately we can take all this experience that we've now picked up from our previous company in Maxidor, 20 years worth of experience, and we can apply it now in U Capital and really benefit SMEs in Australia. So the smallest investment amount we'll take is $100,000. And we need that for a minimum of 2 years so that the money can keep on working on itself. After a 2-year term, if you want to have your money back, we require a 120-day notice period. That gives us enough time to run that portion of the loan book down and collect your money so we can pay you back. U Capital also reserves the right to pay the money back to you at any point in time. As far as the rate is concerned, that really depends on the loan amount and the terms that we've negotiated. So the higher the loan amount, the higher the rate, and typically the rate will start at about 9% on $100,000. And then as we go higher, the rate will increase. Also, we look favorably on a longer term. The longer we can keep the money with us, we'll factor that into the rate as well. The best thing to do though, if you're interested in this investment opportunity, is to jump on the phone and give us a call. And I can have a chat with a potential investor and we can talk about the rate, talk about the terms, and see if we can put a good agreement together. What type of security do you get? That's a very important question, and it particularly becomes of interest when things go wrong. What kind of recourse will I have if you don't pay me my interest? So even though we believe this is a low risk investment, it's important to remember that there's no such thing as a no risk investment. Where is your money anywhere 100% safe, not even in the bank? U Capital has got a very, very strong client base. It's one of the most recession-proof industries that we know because we service SMEs, and historically SMEs are the most resilient when it comes to an economic downturn or a recession even. So those are our clients. Also, you have to remember that you do get security on the loan book, which is covered off in the agreement. You have a claim against the loan book equal to the amount that you've invested with us. So we'll be happy to send you an agreement once you've shown more interest. We've always paid on time, and when our term is over, when our contract is over with you, and people want their money back, we always pay them back. So all of this will help build our credibility and give you more security. We just want to be clear that we are not financial planners, we're not financial advisors. So you'll have to determine the merits of this investment for yourself. You'll have to get your own advice from your own accountant or financial planner and make sure this is right for you. On the face value, this might seem like a high-risk investment, especially if you consider the high interest rate we're paying our investors. But I'd like to discuss a few points with you why we believe this is a low to medium risk investment. Let's talk about UCapital as a company itself. We don't know of a more recession-proof industry than the one that we're in. And the reason for that is because of our client base. Our client base is SMEs, small to medium-sized enterprises. And when things go bad, when there's a recession, when there's a downturn in the economy, it's the SMEs who survive. And these are the people who are our clients, who are paying back the loans that we've given them. Our clients are in a wide variety of industries and all over Australia. They will all have to fail at the same time for UCapital to be in any sort of trouble. We look at 400 different points before we decide if we're going to approve a client. We look at their background, we look at their industry. We've had many years worth of data to help us make the right decisions. That's why we can say we have a very seasoned credit matrix. As an investor, you also have security in the loan book, which we cover off in our agreement. The founders, my brother and myself, we have an excellent reputation, not just in Australia, but also in South Africa. And we have never let an investor down. How can you trust UCapital and how do you know you're going to get your money back? Well, first of all, we don't only rely on ourselves. UCapital, as a company, we've aligned ourselves with some of the experts in the industry. We have a reputation for responsible lending. It'll be worth your while to have a look at our risk management section in our investor information pack. After many years of being in this industry, we have some real insights into our loan book. And all the money that we raise goes straight into the loan book. So when the time comes to repay an investor, one of two things can happen. We just scale down our loan book and we collect that investor's money, or we find another investor. And there are many, many investors out there who want to be part of the UCapital opportunity. Either way, either collecting it out of the loan book, your money, or getting it from another investor, the repayment is guaranteed. When you show more interest in the UCapital opportunity and you want to take it a step further, we can actually put you in contact with a few of our investors and you can speak to them and ask them, how have we treated them? Have we paid them back on time? Did they get their interest at the right time? We've never let an investor down. Something you'll learn about Maurice, my brother, and myself is that we're conservative and we're not greedy, and we really value a good reputation. We value being able to walk down the street anywhere and being able to look everybody in the eye, not having to hide from anybody, because we have a clean conscience, that we don't owe people any money and that we've stuck to our agreement. UCapital's core business is we're an alternative lender, alternative to the bank. So we specialize in unsecured business loans. And that's anything from $5,000 to $250,000. The amount of money we lend to our clients depends on their turnover, and the rate that we charge really depends on the health of their business. So we look at many other factors besides just what kind of assets are available. In fact, we don't attach any assets whatsoever. So that really is our core business. To get some further insights into our company, why don't you have a look at one of our testimonials so you can understand what our business is about. So why should you invest with UCapital instead of buying property? Well, that's really a very personal decision you have to make for yourself. Where you invest your money really depends on your risk profile and the investment policy you've picked for yourself. Investing in property is still good, it's still safe, but I'd like to discuss a few reasons why people have decided to invest with UCapital. At the moment, the UCapital investment opportunity produces a higher yield than an investment property if you consider all the costs associated with that property. Investing with UCapital is far less hassle than having to manage an investment property. The hassle of renting the place out, the hassle of having to deal with tenants. If you have an investment property on Airbnb or stays or the like, you'll have to get cleaners to come clean the place afterwards. And especially if the property is far away, it becomes very difficult. Another reason is that many people don't have enough money to invest in property. So if you're sitting with $100,000 to $500,000, this could be a very convenient way of investing and still get a good return on your money. So the reality of it is it's not one versus the other, property versus UCapital. It's most likely a combination of both. But it makes a lot of sense to spread your risk and diversify your investment portfolio. Where you invest your money really depends on you, and it depends on your risk profile and your investment policy that you've decided for yourself. At the moment, the UCapital investment opportunity produces a higher yield than most blue chip stocks on the market. Also, it's a much more stable investment. The problem with stocks and shares is there's so much volatility, and investors go on a roller coaster ride almost every day. Many people also don't feel qualified to trade the stock market. For good reason, it's very complex. The problem with stocks and shares is that you only really realize the money once you sell it, unless you're an active trader buying and selling every day. Where with UCapital, you have a regular monthly payment coming through, which is great to supplement your income. Can the UCapital investment form part of a self-managed super fund? The answer to that is yes, it can, but it's important that the trustees are prudent in measuring the merits of the opportunity. It's also very important that the trustees make this type of investment part of their investment policy. A good rule of thumb is that the UCapital investment doesn't make up more than 15 to 20% of the trust's total investment portfolio, just to make sure that you have a good spread of risk. But definitely yes, the UCapital investment opportunity is a great way to help look after your retirement. In fact, we have many retirees who have invested with UCapital and that enjoy the regular monthly payments that they receive.
For more information, visit our website or call us on 1300 1234 55.